Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy Tuesday. I hope you're all having a lovely week. Here in the UK it is very rainy and quite stormy, so it's not so grand here, but we are inside building today, so all is well. So we are working on the final townhouse apartment for this particular block. This is of course for my save file, which is a work in progress. It's not going to be finished anytime soon, but we have made some good progress, especially in the last month or so. So I really hope you guys are enjoying the series. And yeah, so we've done nearly every single apartment now, which is insane, so I am very much looking forward to starting some new builds. I'm going to make apartments in other worlds as well, like these. I probably won't do them 4-story because that was a bit much, but who knows, maybe we will. But yeah, so the storyline for today is that we are working on a townhouse for 6 college girls, and they are very girly. It's very pink. There's a lot of stuff, there's a lot of clutter. I really like how this townhouse turned out, so I really hope you guys like it too. Do let me know in the comments if there's any particular builds you'd like me to work on next, because I do have like a clean slate kind of thing. I'm starting a brand new build tomorrow, so if you guys do want anything specifically made, do let me know. But yeah, other than that, that is the storyline for today. We are working, like I said, on a build for 6 college gals, and it's a really fun build, so I hope you guys like it. So for this particular apartment, I really wanted it to feel very student-like. Obviously we do have 6 college girls living here. I also want it to have like a classic kind of like uni vibe, which it really doesn't, to be honest. It's too nice to be a uni, but we'll pretend they live in a posh area, because university dorms definitely don't look like this, but we can dream. Maybe in The Sims they do. But yeah, so this is their kitchen. I love their kitchen. I think it's one of my favorite rooms in the house. Like every single one of the townhouses, we do have 4 stories, so there are 3 levels of bathrooms and bedrooms, but there is only 1 floor of like a living space. This is the main floor that you come onto, but technically it's the 3rd floor, because we do have big steps going up to this floor. So that is the layout. Obviously you've seen the floor plan already, so that is all jolly good. But I did go for like a classic kind of brown and yellow color scheme, and I really like how it turned out. I think that it just looks really nice, and I did include some blues and greens here and there because it definitely has like a very suburban vibe to it. It's really hard to explain what I mean specifically, but I really like it, and it makes me feel like very I don't know what the word is, just classic sim style, I suppose. And whenever I see apartments advertised on YouTube, I'm always like, yes, that is definitely the style that I want. I absolutely love that style, and that is what I go for in the end. So it's just my go-to. I really like it. So there we are. I really hope you guys are enjoying the apartment townhouses so far. I think that they're all turning out really nicely. However, they are a bit overwhelming because it does take a lot of time to get everything right, and doing 4 stories is a lot of work, and a lot more work than I realised, I think. But it's been a lot of fun, and we have finished this apartment block now, slash townhouses. We do have 5 in this particular row, and honestly it's so cool that we actually even have apartment townhouses at all, because this was not a thing like a year ago when we got Love Struck. I cannot remember, was Love Struck 2 years ago? I think it was 2 years ago, honestly no idea, my perception of time is so off now. But whenever we got Love Struck was when we got townhouse apartments, and I have been obsessed ever since. I've always loved making this kind of style, and I don't remember whether it was in Sims 3 or the start of Sims 4, but I lived in like a townhouse apartment in my gameplay, and obviously it wasn't functional. I just pretended like the other ones were in use, but now that we can actually play that, it's just so fun. However, it is a little bit glitchy, which isn't a good thing. So that's my only negative with regards to townhouses, because they are a little bit glitchy, and if you play in one and you've got quite a big family, then it can get quite annoying. But you know, there's going to be some glitches, so we just gotta let it go. But yeah, so we are just moving on to the dining room. I wanted this room to be very pink, in case you couldn't tell. The whole apartment's kind of pink, but I like it, so you know, why not? And I wouldn't say it's an all pink apartment, but I mean it kind of is, other than the kitchen. But I haven't done an all pink build in quite some time, and I really enjoy doing bright coloured buildings, so why not? I nearly choked on nothing then, but I did try and include some other colours, but let's be real, it's mostly pink. But most of the students are very like classic girly. We do have a student who is a lesbian and she's living her best life, which is the room that's just about to come on the screen in a second. And we also have a bisexual gal, we've got a scientist, we've got an artist, what are the other ones? I can't remember the other two, but I'm sure we'll come to it now. But this girl, she has a girlfriend and they are very, very far apart. They are long distance couple and they are struggling because they just want to be together all the time and they really miss each other, but then, you know, they have the internet, but you know, it's not really the same thing. So they do FaceTime each other and they still see each other, but you know, it's not really the same. So they are missing each other very, very much. So this particular student, I think, is studying writing and she's very, very intelligent. She's got a very, I think maybe she's got like a scholarship to go to the school or something. Like, do they do scholarships for university? I don't know. Yeah, of course they do. Anyway, so she was a cheerleader in her high school and now she's still kind of, you know, I think she's maybe like one of the younger students, but because she's so intelligent, she has got like an early scholarship. Maybe she graduated high school early or something. So she is one of the youngest here, but I really like her room. I think it's really cute. And this cute little rainbow rug, maybe she bought it so that she could like think about her girlfriend. And, you know, I don't know, it's just, they're really cute. I just imagine them to be like a really cute couple. I apologize if you can hear the clicking in the background. It's my heater. I'm freezing. It's definitely very wintry now, although it is only September. I suppose autumnal is the correct word, but it definitely feels really cold. So I am in my like cozy Sims building era. But anyway, we are now just finishing the details on her room. She does have an ensuite bathroom as well, which I really, really like. I think this bathroom is adorable. It's all pink. Every single bathroom in this apartment / townhouse is pink. It's just a really, really cute aura about it, and I just really like it. So I hope you guys like it as well. But yeah, so now moving on in a second to the main like living area downstairs. I did give them like a basement kind of area. I think this is on a separate floor that we're coming up to in a second though, because the clips are very confusing to try and like line up together, so you might be seeing them in a separate order. Yeah, it's definitely a different order, but we are currently decorating the basement, which I really wanted there to be like a communal space for everybody to just, you know, hang out and study together, and I think it's a really nice space. It's quite small, but you know, it's enough room. So I did also include a trophy cabinet because I thought maybe, you know, they won some awards or stuff from their previous high school or something. So I just wanted it to feel very like communal, and I think all the girls get along very well and they're very supportive of each other, and it's just like a nice little space. So that was the theory behind this little room, but there's not much to it, to be honest. It's just, you know, a sofa with some decor. But anyway, moving on to the bedroom, which you'll see in a second, which is the first bedroom downstairs. So this is the bottom floor. You did just see the room next to it, but I realised I put it in the wrong order, but who really cares, let's be real. So this is one of the bedrooms downstairs. This is a smaller room. I was kind of imagining that maybe not all of them had the same scholarship, maybe not all of them could afford a bigger room, or maybe not everyone could have an ensuite. So they did have less funds in the lower floor, but I still think, you know, none of them are like jealous of each other. I think they're all equally very helpful and friendly, and the spaces are really cute. You know, it is a smaller room, but it's still really nice, and I really, really like how it looks. So I really hope you guys enjoy it as well. I haven't done a college girl apartment in like a couple of months, maybe like 2 months-ish, maybe sooner, I'm not too sure, but I've never done a townhouse apartment for college girls. So we do have 6 of them, like I said. So each of them has their own bedroom. They are studying different majors. We have some art students, science, music. That was the other one, music. We do have a music room in the top floor, which is quite cool. And I haven't done one of those in a while. I did include like, what's it called? When they can like do live streams and stuff. I can't remember what the specific table's called, but it's from Get Famous, and I did include that in one of the other townhouses next door, but I didn't include a music mixing music mixing table disc kind of thing, but I did include that for this apartment. And we do also have a piano in that room. I just thought the space was really cute. You'll see it later on. I don't know why I'm talking about it. It's not even on the screen. But anywho, we're now working on another bedroom. This is a separate floor again. This is the second floor. All of the clips are a bit mixed up today. For some reason they wouldn't load, and they all kind of like loaded in at once, and this is the order they're in, so we're just rolling with it. Anywho, so this particular sim is bisexual. Now, she has a secret crush on the girl in the first clip that I told you about, who's got a long distance girlfriend. She's got a crush on her, but she knows she can't be with her because, you know, she's got a girlfriend. But I think that she's like really crushing on her, and the other girl has no idea, so she is struggling with her feelings a little bit. But hopefully either she'll get over them, or maybe she will end up with the other girl. Who knows, maybe something will happen and it won't work out long distance. Maybe they could get together. I don't know, I thought it was just quite a cute storyline. And yeah, there's always going to be some sort of drama, especially in college dorms. Of course there's going to be, you know, relationship stuff and all that jazz. So that is her room. I really like this room. I think it's really cute, although I definitely feel like the pink isn't really her vibe. I know that sounds really silly, but I feel like she just kind of like, she doesn't really know who she is right now. I think she's just trying out different aesthetics, but maybe this isn't really her in the long run. I think maybe she's kind of just stuck in this kind of colour scheme, and especially because the apartment is mostly pink, maybe she just asked the other girls for advice and that was kind of what her room turned into. But I think she's very into like pop art. I think she is maybe one of the other art students. I think there's 2 art students in this apartment, but I think maybe in the end she'll be into like, you know, bright colours rather than specifically pink. So anywho, moving on, we're now working on another bedroom. This girl is very into music. She is I don't know whether her major is music, but she's very into like indie music. She's very like bohemian. She's got a lot of like I don't know, just a different aesthetic altogether, which I really, really like about her. I think this room, although it's really small, I think it's just a really nice vibe. And I haven't done this kind of colour scheme before with this bed, and it really matched the wallpaper, so I just really like this overall. And I really just, I don't know why I like this apartment so much. Out of all of them, I think this is my favourite one I've done so far. I think every room has a very specific personality, and I really, really like that. And it's quite nice doing something without loads of children, because I always have a lot of kids in my builds, which of course is a load of fun, but it's quite nice for a change. So I did decide to go for a very like alternative kind of vibe. I wouldn't say it's an alternative style, but just alternative vibe to what I'm used to. Anywho, moving on, we're now working on the top floor. We're shifting around a lot here, guys, but this is the other art student's room. She has a boyfriend. She's the eldest of the apartment, and I'd say she's like 24 maybe. She's got a boyfriend who lives on campus, but they're not allowed to stay in the same dorm together. I don't know whether this particular townhouse, I was kind of like assuming that it was near the college / university, but wasn't like on campus. Maybe her boyfriend stays on the campus. Can I speak a sentence without mumbling? I had someone comment yesterday that I was mumbling in my videos, and I was like literally talking as clear as day, and I was like, girl, no part of what I just said was mumbling, but maybe I just talk really quick. Maybe that's what they meant, but I've got a lot to say, and the clips are very fast, and someone else said that my clips were slow, but I've got to talk really quickly to get through every single clip in like less than a minute, because I've got so much to say about every single room, so it's quite difficult sometimes. If I am mumbling, I apologise, but I'm not intentionally doing it. I'm just trying to talk quickly because there's a lot to say in a small space of time. So we are now coming up to the music room, I do believe, and I really like how this room turned out. I think it's really cute. I was kind of imagining that perhaps the girl in the pink room was originally an art major, and maybe she was like, you know, possibly thinking about changing to music. I'm not too sure, but she's got like a very artsy aesthetic, and this room turned out really cute. I did include a record player as well, which I thought was adorable, and then we do have a bathroom and one more bedroom upcoming, and we do have the garden as well. Now in the garden I did decide to include a lot of like wine bottles. I was kind of imagined that perhaps they were like, you know, not necessarily bottles of wine, but just like alcohol in general that's in a bottle. So I did include loads of those in the garden because I thought maybe they'd have garden parties, and it's not something I ever include in the game, is those wine bottles, which I thought was quite a fun touch. I believe they came with Love Struck, but I could be wrong, but I think they did. But yeah, this is the final bathroom, and then we have one more bedroom, which is this cute little room. And this room, I was kind of thinking that she was also quite a young student, and she was a bit nervous. I think she's quite a quiet student. They don't really see her much. She kind of keeps to herself. I think maybe she's into science. I think maybe she's like chemistry or biology, and maybe she's quite intelligent. Maybe she wants to be a doctor or something, but she is very, very shy, so she does keep to herself. But I'm going to end the voiceover because I feel like I've been talking a million miles an hour to fit everything in. We are coming up to the garden clip in a second, but just before I go, I'd like to remind you guys that I do have a giveaway for the Adventure Awaits EP, which is coming out on the 2nd of October. But if you guys would like to enter, it is PC EA app only code, so if you are a PC player you can enter. I do apologise to any other console players, but that is what I have access to and that is what I choose to do because I only get to pick one code. So yes, I appreciate all of your love and support. Like always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share it with a friend, turn on the notification bell, it really helps out my channel. Thank you so much for 10,100 subscribers, that is insane, I'm so grateful, and for over 107,000 views on my top video, still unbelievable. It still keeps going up, I'm still in shock, so thank you to everyone for being so lovely and supportive, and I wish you all the best of luck in the giveaway. It is linked in the description, so be sure to enter. Anywho, I love and appreciate you all, and I'll see you guys next time for another speed build. Thanks for watching, bye my lovelies!